I realize that it's just really heartbreaking to realize that that the person that the wrestler, the athlete wrestler that I that I um that I fell in love with during Raymond 14. You remember, if you if you or Raymond 14
You have to get rid of it.
people back in the day, um, well, he lost his, it's like he lost something. It's like you're looking at a guy that could basically, I mean, remember when he was like all over the ring? He was like, he was like Super Cena. Remember Super Cena and stuff. Remember when he was Super Cena, and he basically could just like be like, he was like the closest thing to Clark Kent, and and he was, it's like, I mean, he was an active wrestler. He wrestled. He was like all after all these wrestling divisions on Raw. He wrestled all the wrestling divisions on Monday Night Raw, and before that SmackDown, when it was SmackDown. Now you just only see John Cena on a couple pay-per-views a year, and that's what you can do. It's like, what's happening to my dear John Cena, the wrestler that I really did fall in love with. It's like, I think that the guy actually could out wrestle probably everybody, and the guy could out wrestle like everybody in the locker room, and he could out wrestle the Big Show. He could out wrestle everybody. Like, what's happening? I'm realizing that the wrestler that I did fall, I basically fell in love with him. Basically looked at him as like, he was like, well, some people look at when they grew up, Michael Jordan was their guy. They have a Michael Jordan poster in their room. Um, um, some people have a if you're into baseball, some people have a Babe Ruth poster in their room, or a Mark McGuire poster. Um, but or if you're into football, some people have like some people have Terry Bradshaw like pinup. Yeah, it's like, this really is like sombering, realizing that looking at a guy, he's like the only guy that could transcend his wrestling persona outside the ring with the whole Make-A-Wish thing, and he did it so perfectly. It's like, I'm realizing that 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 basically there is no one else like John Cena. John Cena is a guy, is a literal athlete and a wrestler who could out wrestle everybody. He could out wrestle everybody. I mean, and now he basically lost to a wannabe John Cena.
It's weird, Harry.
And I'm realizing that this is like a complete clown show
Just the general behaviour, sir. The sneaking around.
in the world
When you saw me.
of sports and athleticism.
Very valuable, aren't they?
10 galleons a leaf to the right buyer. Not that I'm familiar with any such back alley transactions, but
Um,
rumours. My own interests are
Yeah,
purely academic, of course.
and
Freak me out.
yeah, I mean, I realized that it's like the guy could actually out wrestle
Yeah, I'm off to Hagrid's, you see. He's a very...
perhaps people like
paying him a visit.
um,
So if you don't mind.
the Undertaker.
Harry!
The guy could out wrestle people like
It's nearly nightfall. I
um,
realise I can't allow you to go rowing the ground.
could out wrestle anybody
By all means, come along, sir.
and not break a sweat. And look at, I mean, that was when like the Super Cena when he was like on the active roster of Raw
Be counterproductive.
in like 2007.
And what makes you say that?
And now, what happened? It's like I'm looking at a guy that this is the only guy
Man, it's weird.
that could transcend his
Tarantula.
A dead one, I think, sir.
he could transcend
Good God.
his
Dear Philip, how did you manage to kill him?
wrestling persona outside the ring, and people and he could and I realized like things are like really becoming clownish in a way.
Not to mention the pincers.
Hey, things are just really becoming too clownish for the WWE at this point. They can't do with John Cena with Roman Reigns. No, they really can't. They really can't have a guy that can transcend his wrestling persona outside the ring and basically do the same thing and overcome the odds. I mean, Roman Reigns is the
Magnificent he was.
Roman Reigns
Just magnificent.
is the JBL of this decade in wrestling. He'll be like, and looking at the wrestling championship divisions,
Say a few words.
it's like stunning how it all got completely degraded into self-obsession.
Arrogant.
Because John Cena, when he was in the Ruthless Aggression era from 2002, or when he was actually wrestling and we're talking pay-per-view, back-to-back pay-per-views. Like when you look at the pay-per-view, when you look at it, WrestleMania 20 to 23, was when he was actually a main eventer. And I mean, that's the truth. And now you're seeing the people, the pay-per-view just not
I had him from an egg, you know.
working anymore.
No bigger than a pennies.
What are your thoughts? Don't have someone make a video signing off.
Sweet. I once had a fish. Francis is very dear to me.